Gracing the Upville stage is none other than rap royalty in the country. I mean, from joking about me not knowing her status to actually being able to put out your entire biography. Brisky, I've been following you for a long time. This lady needs no introduction. So everybody who's watching in, help me welcome the one and only Brisky. Yay! How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. You know, you didn't even tell me your name.
My name's Wellingtone Brisky.
Wellingtone
Kasonde. Yes, Wellingtone, but not small things.
Oh,
But how are you
nice.
doing?
I'm doing fine.
I like I said before we went on, I feel like it's unreal, but it's real at the same time.
It is real.
It is real in the flesh. I mean, so many people would have thought that you took that break from music and that was, for some of us, was the final thing. Like you just, stopped music.
Really?
Yes, a lot of us were thinking, Briss, where is she? What is she doing?
God.
But I want to ask, you were doing so well. You were a female rapper at that time. That was quite like, whoa, she's a female rapper.
I'm still a female rapper.
You still are a female rapper,
know?
but at that particular time in the game when rap was rapper, Rena Makito, Rena Slap T, and Alpha Romeo,
And I was the
those
only
guys.
female
And
rapper,
you're the only
you know?
female rapper
Yeah.
killing it in the game. And then after all of that, you somewhat sizzle and music changes and it becomes something else. Why did you take the break?
Oh, why did I take the break? I remember the last song I did was with Nasty D.
Yeah.
It's called Soba Tambe. So after that song, I went to SA. Okay. I went to SA. I collaborated with different artists from there. I featured on their SA radio stations and everything. I got back. I got pregnant. Right now I'm a mother. I have a baby.
Aww.
My son is just 8 months here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's...
And I'm so excited.
I'm excited that you're back as well. So you went to SA. Was moving to SA a decision for your career? Were you doing it to maybe venture into their market?
Yeah, like that. Like, when I went there, I started now, like, trying to find out what they have and, yeah.
So you're just
Which
testing the
I
market
managed.
which you managed to
Yeah,
do, and I
I
hope we'll be
managed.
able to listen
Yeah.
to that.
And when I was there, I was even sharing on Facebook what I was doing, collaborating with different artists from there. I met different female rappers from there. They're
amazing.
good.
They're good.
Yeah,
In the time that you left the music scene here in Zambia, we won't call it leave, but of course there was a time when you were just not there, but you were there. A lot of people came up on the rise. A lot of other female rappers came up. And music itself has changed in the country.
Yeah, it has changed.
Has it been tough for you getting back into, now this new space where there's other people who are doing rap? Like, how is it like getting back to the music?
No, really. From the time I started, I've been, from the time I started my music career, I've been competing against myself, you know what I mean? So when these people came out, it was a good thing. They've come out, and I'm happy.
And you're happy that they're
Yeah,
there?
and I'm happy. Remember when I was coming out, we didn't have any female rapper. It was only me,
Yes.
So I didn't have competition.
Yeah.
I was just going, praying for somebody to come so that we can be maybe 2 or 3,
Okay.
And the moment that I decided to maybe go somewhere MIA or doing when I was busy with something else, that's when people started coming out, which is a good thing,
Yeah. Of these new ones that have come up, is there anybody that you're looking at, you're like, okay, the way that person is doing rap, they're doing it the right way? Are there anybody, especially the females? In Zambia.
I'm sorry, you're going to hate me for that. I can't mention any, but whoops, I feel hot right now.
No, go ahead and say it. So you say...
No, as in I feel hot for my thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're doing good. And I compete within myself, so they're all doing good.
So
They
no, no,
haven't.
have you seen anybody who's really?
So do you want me to
I
mention
want
the
you to
names?
mention a few people, especially
Well,
the
you're
women.
putting me in the corner.
Yes, you have to say, because you being the queen of rap should be very happy. Like you said, you wanted somebody to come up
Me
and
doing
give
that.
you.
No, I'll never forgive myself. Anyway, let me just say they're doing great. They will reach there one day. And yeah, we are here.
Now we're here.
The queen is back.
The queen is back.
The queen
Speaking
is
of
back.
being
The
back,
queen is
you
back.
have a new song for us, and it's riding on the Miss My Hometown guy, Mr. James Ndambo. What's the inspiration behind this song, and what's the vibe of the song itself?
Okay, so we knew James Ndambo when he did that. Okay, and everyone was like, wow. You know,
Zambian can do that.
I'm one of the people. You know, so being an artist, I got inspired. Okay, so in that song, I was actually talking about how tough I am, but I sat down and said, Nindal weningapala niseko. Okay.
The level.
The legendary.
Okay.
James Ndambo. Okay.
Untouchable.
If you hear that song, if you listen to that song, I was actually talking about where I'm from. It's a Cindy Sovelesha, kucheka nikaleza, sharp Cindy Sovelesa. You know, James Ndambo has done wonders in his country and hometown.
Yeah.
Okay, but he doesn't stay here. He stays somewhere else, but he comes here to do wonders. So I got inspired. I'm one of the people who got inspired. So I used his name to just, do everything.
As a reference point to say,
Yeah.
I'm the James Ndambo
Yeah, you
music.
can be inspired by a lot of things. Even you're an inspiration to somebody else out there, you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just like me, I got inspired by James Ndambo.
And now you're back. You're
Yeah.
letting these people know that she's back in music. Now, I want to drift away before we wrap up and speak of the song. And of course, there's so much more that we're expecting from you. You, in your career span, of course, had a little bit of confusion and turmoil here and there when you were starting out your music. And you also left the music scene somehow on a time when music was going up, and then now we have streaming, we have YouTube views, and these are things that you had to go out and perform in shows and make money off that, and CDs and stuff like that. But now a kid can just get a phone, get onto TikTok and Instagram, and then make the music. What do you appreciate about making music now and then? Like, which one do you prefer as well? Do you think making music then would have been better for artists, or is it better now? What are the differences that you see?
When we were starting, like you said, like we would go door to door, pass my CDs. And what helped me the most was TV, TV programs. So if I go for a show, they would know me through TV. So right now, by then we didn't have Facebook. That's when it was starting. Yeah, I remember it was 2010. That's when it was starting, and we didn't understand it very well, So comparing the old and now, I think both qualifies. Like, it both qualifies, because Nikankana famous on Facebook. What about the ghetto? Those people doesn't have Facebook. How are they gonna know me?
To see you. Yeah.
I think I appreciate everything. I started, people from the ghetto knew me, and now, people they are
the ones that are advanced, that are on streaming
platforms,
are also getting to know you.
They're
so you're
getting
marrying
to know
the two
me.
audiences.
Yeah, so I'm marrying the two audience. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think I have two. I know how to do in the ghetto,
and do it, and you also now know how to do it.
Because there are people who are on my phone. What is Brisky doing right now? So I just thank God, like,
you're able to do it in both ways.
We're able, to do it in both ways.
That's amazing. Now we have to wrap up, and of course people get to have a feel of what James Ndambo sounds like, and the good old Brisky rap. But before we go, projects that are coming up? I know you've already given us this single and you're pushing it. Are you receiving an album, an EP, features? What should we see next from you?
Yeah, before James in Dumbo, there's a song I've also dropped. It's called $God.
Okay.
I featured Raskinki. Yeah. So Raskinki is a dancehall artist. He's good. Yeah, so you soon see it. I'm actually doing a video for it this week.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll drop it. You see it.
Awesome.
Pamene pamachan pamene
Pamuela.
Pamuela, you know.
Hey, for Facebook.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing. Yeah, so it's $God. It's called $God. I released it 2 weeks ago. If you want it, you can find it on Facebook, Mbesesani.
Okay.
Yeah, you can download it, Mbesesani. I'm only selling it 10 kwacha.
All right.
Yeah.
Now you'll be able to get to have a feel of Brisky's music and so much more, but it's only here on the Upville Squad where stars are stars and we get to have conversations with them. Wrapping us up here is James Dumbo. On
James
the other
in
side,
Dumbo.
yeah, on the other side, Zah Supreme. But it's goodbye for now. We'll be back right after this.